Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your mid-September 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Cancer, my lovely Krabby Pants subscribers and clients. And I'm back using my regular Shadowscape stack by Stephanie Pui-Moon Law. I have shuffled and I have laid out a spread already. It's actually good that I took a break here for a moment and let it sink in a little bit more. Since when I first laid it out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a real shockaroo. But I don't feel like it's as drastic as all that. There's some challenging stuff. End of September. I feel like the end of September for a lot of people is going to be a challenging time. Okay, I'm noticing that there are, what seems to be happening are these clusters of negativity or these walls to be broken down. It's like the last several cards are tough challenges. So it's like the universe is bringing in all these tough challenges and lining them up and setting up the obstacle course one after the other. And it seems to me that a lot of people are going to be kind of going through them one at a time and need to kind of take them on one at a time because it's a lot. So that said, I'm just going to kind of jump right in. The main thing that's kind of calling my attention is the foundation. You got several other signs got this, and I find it very interesting. You got the King of Pentacles as the foundation, okay? And the King of Pentacles is, usually I say it's a Mr. Right card, okay? But usually it's a card about financial success, okay? Great business card, great card for somebody who's been saving up, who has a nest egg. You may be in a relationship with, I feel like an Aries. Some of you are in a relationship with Aries because this came up for Aries, guy or girl. But this is your foundation, Cancer. So this is actually a really good place for you, in September to have this. That means everything you touch turns to gold, okay? Everything, as far as, your foundation, financially speaking, you have one. Either you have a job and it's making money, or you have, you're a partner that's also bringing in a dual income, or you have a nest egg, or you have some means to kind of that kind of helps you stay like established. Okay, you're very established, I should say, and you're grounded, which is really, really good to see. Now you also have the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past, and the King and the Queen are a pair. Okay, so most likely you're married, and to me, it's a couple that's been in a relationship for some time. Okay, we're talking many, many, many years, 20, 30 years. Message me if, you've been in a relationship for that long, because it seems to me that this is kind of how it feels. Some of you, though, you may be, to me, the Queen of Pentacles a lot of times is the Cancer female, and the King of Pentacles doesn't usually come up across as being a Cancer, but it could be because the King of Pentacles can really be, I feel like, any sign. I see it mostly as an earth sign, a fire sign, or like the Aquarius, because the Aquarius is the oddball, okay? So, but it doesn't mean that can't be you, and you just might have, strong financial foundation, Cancer. And so you may be in a relationship with, or you may have been in a relationship with a fire sign, an earth sign. We're talking Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we're talking Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, male or female, okay? I usually see the King as being male. So if you're a Cancer female, this is who you're still in a relationship with, or you were in a relationship with him. Cancer males, you could be the King of Pentacles, but it just depends on your situation, relationship-wise, okay? So yeah, so you have this pair there, and usually when the pair comes in, it's always nice because I know it's a couple that's been together for a long time. It's a relationship, and it's Mr. and Mrs. Right. So if you've been looking for Mr. Right, you found him. If you've been looking for Mrs. Right, you found her. So everybody can kind of go and relax, because this is something that everybody wants, at least from what I do for a living. This is what everybody asks me every single day. So that's what we're all looking for deep down. Now, you may just have a girlfriend or boyfriend. You may be in a relationship. That could be just the case. If you're a Cancer male and you have a solid financial foundation, but you may be in a relationship with either another Cancer female, you could be in a relationship with Sagittarius, Leo, also Aries, I'm going to say Aries, female, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It's usually who I see it as. Also the Aquarius, too. It could be, she may have a combination, some Aquarius or something in her chart there, too. So you just may have been in a relationship for some time. You may be buying or selling a house because you have what's crowning you as this card about moving. But it's also, to me, it's a card about planning a trip, going away, buying or selling property, because they're planning, they're like looking, they're like, oh, I like this house, and I like that house, and I like that house, and this is what I want, So I'm drinking this I got this really cool cup. It's got this cool Chinese writing on it. And this is a Bombilla straw. I'm not sure if anybody's seen this before. It's got a strainer in the end. Anyways, I made this really great tea for my throat. And I have to because my voice is like dying as usual. So what was I talking about? So yeah, so they're pointing and they're like buying a house, or they're planning a life together. Okay, so you may have gotten married. Some of you Cancer may have gotten married. And some of you may have recently separated or will be soon to be separated from this partner. For those of you who are not happily married, I feel like your marriage most likely will end in some kind of separation. But there's something to do with the house, and there's something to do with traveling or moving that's imminent. You may have been living together for some time, and now it's like, okay, you're going to try to sell the house, or you're going to try to buy another one, or you're going to go, but I feel like you're going to go your separate ways. Most likely, that's what's going to happen. And you have the Star card, and you have, deceased loved ones around you that are really looking out for you here. This is really a good time as far as positive energy pouring in. The lights are on from the heavens to your light, to your life. That's really, really strong. Mid-September, this is a really strong, positive time. So even if you do separate, it's positive, okay? I know I kind of talk about separations, breakups a lot as being a positive thing. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Here's the thing. I see a lot of people who've been in relationships for many, many, many years, but they're unhappy. And I believe that change is inevitable. And I don't believe that we're only destined to meet one person, because life would be singular, and it's not. It's a multifaceted learning experience. It's a school with many, many characters, a cast, a play that has many songs to be sung and many journeys to go down. So it's roads to go down. So it's not a singular moment. So, and I talked about that in one of my other videos too, and I don't remember which, but this is something that it's important for me to say because I think it's important for people to understand. Cancers tend to cling to things for really, really long periods of time, and to their detriment. So it's important that you start to see this, if you are going through a separation, that it's actually a good thing, okay? That I feel like it's a good thing. Because on the other side, you may have really positive energy, but the partner that you've been involved with might not, because you have this little cluster of negativity. You have, similar to, who was it? Was it Taurus? Could have been Taurus. or Aries. I don't remember. But you have the liar, cheater, thief in the position of your emotions, which means most likely you're having an emotional affair, okay? If not a full-blown affair, you're having an emotional affair, or you're no longer into your partner, okay? Or you, or your partner is having an emotional affair, and they're no longer into you, okay? And there's the devil, which is the major arcana card. The message from the universe is the devil. And the devil is such a tough card. It annoys me. It really does. Because the devil is that little whisper in your mind that says you're never going to find love. You're never going to meet somebody new. You're better off where you are. You're tempted to cheat. Literally, when the two come together, and I don't like them coming together, with the devil card and the seven of swords, to me, that's being very tempted to cheat. If not cheating, that's like a full-blown affair. Usually it's a full-blown affair. You may be trying to control, the person that's in your life may be trying to control you in some way. You may feel trapped in your relationship in some way. You may feel stuck. You may feel like your partner's torturing you in some way because, you can't, for whatever reason, leave. I do believe you have the financial means to leave. I just don't believe you want to. That's the problem. It's sort of just like, I feel like you're clinging. Okay, some of you are clinging. Not everyone. So, it's a tough little cluster, because you also have the moon in the position of attitude later down the line toward the end of September, and the moon is deception. So it's weird because even if you're separating, you still have to deal with some of this, and I'm not sure why. It's sort of like these are your challenges. You're dealing with the liar, cheater, thief. Someone in your life is either lying to you, cheating on you, or turning their back on responsibility, or turning their back on you, ignoring you, okay? Or you're dealing, and then you're going to be dealing with, or you yourself are having an emotional affair, or you're tempted to cheat in some way, and it's bothering you. It's really bothering you, and it's really hard for you not to think about it like on a daily basis. And then the next challenge is the moon, which is, should I be real? Should I not be real? Telling the truth, not telling the truth. There's a lot of lies here. There's a lot of lies. It's like if you've been in a relationship for some time, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, whatever, it feels to me that you're very much tempted to cheat, and maybe you've already done so. And maybe, to me, the Page of Swords, being lifted up out of hardship, is a card of separation, where the girl takes the kid and leaves. The wife takes the baby and goes. You may have a child together. Some of you may be single parents. There's this element of, even though this is really, really positive, this could be divine intervention, what I call divine intervention, when angels kind of take over, okay? And something good comes out of all this. Okay, maybe the baby was the thing that came out of the positive that came out of this, or it maybe was that the divine intervention is someone, maybe your partner leaving you if you're a male Cancer, and for whatever reason, it's just so weird that there's still some issue about deceiving them. So it's almost like they're going to leave you, but then you're going to go on to deceive them, or they're going to go on to deceive you. Very interesting spread. Very, very interesting. And the card that's crossing you is the High Priestess. And so the High Priestess is crossing the Star card, okay? High Priestess crossing the Star card. So the lights are fully on. The lights are really on, okay? So you are, you may be a medium, you have may be, and people that have mediumship abilities, they a lot of times don't even know, or they have intuition, but they don't like use it in any way. Um, you know, this is something that you might want to research because you really have a lot of strong, psychic medium ability. Um, and there's just, it's almost like so weird. It's like there's so much light, but then there's so much dark at the same time. There's so much contrast. It seems to me September for you is like finding the balance between these two things. And if you are a Cancer female and you've left a relationship or you're wanting to leave a relationship, it is for the better. Do not look back. Move on. Do not look back, because whatever this person in your life has been doing, it isn't healthy for you any longer. Maybe you were happy together in the past, but no longer. Cancer guys, same thing. There's I don't, I'm not sexist, so it could be where you're a guy and your girlfriend is cheating on you, okay, and you could be gay and your boyfriend is cheating on you, or you could be a lesbian and your girlfriend is cheating on you. So I'm not sexist in any way. So if I don't cover it all, just don't think I'm trying to do that. It's just, to me, I don't see guys always being the perpetrators, okay, and the women always being the victims. I don't see it that way. But because the cards represent a guy being the cheater, and the guy kind of being I see the guy, the Capricorn devil, being a guy, and the girls on the inside, I see that there are these, typically this is what comes up in how the sexes kind of work themselves out. But it doesn't always have to be that way. And so I want to say, Cancer females, you need to really move on and not look back. Same with the Cancer guys. If you're the one that's being cheated on, move on and don't look back. Take the baby and go. The outcome is literally the moving on card, driving away, Knight of Pentacles, which is you, Cancer males, and this can also be female too. Moving on, moving up, driving off into the distance, driving off into the sunset. Making sure you're going slowly and carefully, because Mercury is in retrograde, and I don't like to see this card come up too much when Mercury goes into retrograde, because that means everybody's driving too fast, and yeah. So that said, there's a lot of contrast, and when there's light and dark, black and white, it's all about finding a balance. That's what we're here to kind of experience as humanity. So your challenge in September is to find the balance between those two polarized things. You're not just the victim. You're not just the perpetrator. You're not just, you're experiencing both the light and the very, very negative at the same time, which is very, very challenging. So, understand that we're a mirror, and that you're a reflection. So your partner is reflecting to you and back. So there's something in you that is hiding something. There's something in you that's tortured, or the torturer. There's something in you that's not being completely, fully honest. Even if your partner is all of those things and doing all of those things, there's something in you that needs to kind of be examined. Shine your light on that stuff. Embrace that shadow part of yourself, and those parts that maybe you don't want to admit to anyone. So you know, the sooner, I want to say, the sooner that you are able to move on from this, the sooner you'll be able to let go of this negativity. Make sure you're taking, like, I call them salt showers, so you take sea salt and rub it all over your whole body. You can use your regular shampoo and you can use your regular shower gel afterwards, but clean yourself from this person in your life who is really, really negative and that's pulling you down, and that is just very, very heavy, dense energy around you that's not good for you, because you are this light. You're like a bright light. You're not just a light, you're a bright light. So, you know, take your light and shine it, and, you know, shine it on the situation. Look at it for what it is. Be realistic and be like, this is not okay. And I'm not going to settle for this any longer. And I feel like you are, but at the same time, I feel like you're absorbing some of this negativity, which you don't want to do. You don't want to be the sponge here. You want to let it bounce off of you and transmute it. That's the main thing that I want to say. So, so single people, you know, if you are single after this whole spread, you know, you may be, I feel like you may have been in a relationship in the past, but maybe you're single now. You may be thinking about moving. You do have a solid foundation of finances, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And I want to say you need to really look, you're a light worker. I want to say that. So you need to really look at what to do with it, because you have some natural ability and natural gifts. So this is something that I would definitely encourage you to explore, for sure. Because the universe could use a lot more of that. And the way to help, the first step to being the light is to shine your light on the negative stuff in your own life and overcome your own shadow and overcome your own demons and overcome your own inability to change, and your own resistance to change, and your own resistance to letting go of the gunk. And there's a lot of gunk right now in your life. So let go of the gunk and enjoy September, the rest of September, and I'll be back for more videos in October for your general reading for October, around the 1st or 2nd, and I look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to message me and feel free to email me if you'd like a private reading. My email is elizabetholson31@gmail.com, and I am still doing private sessions. I'm still doing tarot cord cutting combos, and I'm still doing the couple sessions, so which are going really well. I really enjoy those. So I will be back, so stay tuned. I send you all the best. Big hugs. Big hugs. Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.